Okay, so this morning I want to talk about the place of witnesses in the criminal justice system in Zambia. Justice means different things to different people, I believe. It's really about where you are sitting, what your personal experiences have been in life. Then you will be able to say what justice means to you. So maybe for the human rights activists, it's making sure that people have equal rights. For a mother with young children, it's probably making sure that her children get the best of what they have. For a criminal lawyer like me, it's ensuring that any person who commits a crime is made to answer for those crimes and is made to pay for the wrong things that they did. For witnesses, usually, it would be ensuring that they get their day in court, they're heard by the court, their side of the story is heard. And often we find that witnesses are also victims of crime. This is something that is often overlooked in the justice system. So before I delve further into the issue of witnesses, I just want to share a bit about my own understanding of justice and where it all started from. So when I was in the 4th grade, I was like 9 years old, I remember my headmaster coming in the first week of school, and he'll tell us a story about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is a story written by C.S. Lewis, and it's about this witch, this wicked witch, and a very powerful lion in an imaginary place called Narnia. Now, the things that came out of this story were things that spoke to me. I noticed there were struggles between the good and the evil, between the weak and the powerful, and how these two powerful forces both had certain powers that they were able to use for the good and for evil. This raised a lot of questions in my mind. I was asking myself, how can I be like the lion? Or how can I contribute? And I had lots and lots of questions to ask, and I was very fortunate that I had people around me that could answer these questions. One of them was my dad's best friend, and he happened to be the Deputy Chief Justice of Zambia. And he told me that the best way, and probably the only way I could help, was to become a lawyer. So that started my path as a lawyer. Fast forward my life, that is my core day. This is like, I think the best day of my life, because it gave me the legitimacy to now practice the law, to now seek out this justice that I had always wanted. I had never deliberately set out to be a criminal lawyer. I actually thought I would be an administrative lawyer, write laws and things like that. I never thought that I would stand up in court. Criminal law actually was my worst course. I was very weak. But then I found myself in the Ministry of Justice, and I was given options, and I thought, well, this is the best way that I can probably practically learn this course that I really couldn't grasp. So, but what happened after that really shocked me. So this was like 29th of April, 2005, and it was a Friday. And on Monday, I had to go to court. And what I found there hit me. Nobody had prepared me for what I found in court. I was supposed to work with witnesses. I knew all about getting evidence from the witnesses, but I had never known the practical experience of working with witnesses. What you see in the bottom left-hand corner are witnesses being ferried to court. So these are people that would have traveled overnight coming to testify. Some of them travel with very young children. Some of them are really old. They're not covered. They have no accommodation, so they arrive at court in the morning, and a lawyer is given like 10 minutes with each witness, and that is all they get, and they have to go into court. Now, these are people that are supposed to give us the evidence that should get people convicted. The kind of evidence that they're able to give us is not really good because they're not prepared. First of all, it's a very strange environment for them. I mean, even for those of you that are sitting around this table, the courtroom can be a very intimidating place if it's not a place that you work in every day. So you can imagine these are illiterate people. They're made to face a situation that they've never been in before. Sometimes the judges can be quite impatient and hostile with them. Nobody had really thought through the welfare of witnesses. Our justice system is a very adversarial system, so it focuses on punishing the offender, getting the person sentenced, getting him convicted. Nobody thinks about the welfare of these witnesses. So most of them will come, they have not eaten, They have probably slept in the vehicle. If they don't sleep in the vehicle, what you're seeing in the top right-hand corner is a police post like that's a typical police post. That's what it would look like. So that is where they would spend the night, in one of these little rooms, sometimes with relatives of the accused person, because these relatives of the accused person also believe that they have a right to, see their relative when they appear in court. So I started thinking about what we could do about this system. Fortunately, people were listening. And the National Prosecution Authority, which is the institution I work for and which is mandated for prosecuting all crimes in Zambia, they managed to get funding or funding added to the budget for a witness management program. And this is also in the act that brought about the institution. So basically what it is right now we're trying to kind of find modalities of how to offer support to witnesses, so that witnesses are able to feel that they too will get justice from the system. Because you can imagine some of these witnesses are mothers of children that have been sexually abused. Sexual abuse of young children is very common in Zambia. You have sometimes children as young as 2 or 3 years old being raped by much, much older men. Sometimes you also find witnesses being siblings or parents of people that have been murdered. So they have to come to court and testify. Others are women that were raped during aggravated robberies, and there's no support for them. So we're trying to develop a system that will offer, first of all, will offer them material support. So they will be offered accommodation, decent accommodation. They will be offered food, shelter, and above all, some sort of counseling before, during, and after the trial process. Because one of the issues that should come out of a justice system like this is that a person should be restored to a sense of decency and dignity. In my opinion, that's the greatest justice that a person can get. Sentencing someone to 15 years because they raped your 2-year-old daughter really doesn't mean anything if there'll be no further support given to you after that. If your house was broken into and you were beaten up and nobody says anything to you, you continue walking around with a lot of fear if nobody has sat down with you to explain to you and help you through the process of recovery. So that is the biggest thing that the witness management program in the National Prosecution Authority will be able to offer to witnesses. And we hope that out of the support that we offer witnesses in this program, we'll be able to offer justice not only to the accused persons. We believe it is very important. We believe prisons shouldn't be crowded and justice should be fair and quick. But we also believe that the people who we stand to represent, when I stand to represent clients in court, my clients are the people. Those are the people that I seek justice for, over and above just sending people to jail. Thank you.